You maybe know someone who won the lottery, or you hear stories for sure of people who won the lottery, but then they're broke in 3 years. They have bought things for people, lived a lifestyle they weren't used to. They've spent all their money. Maybe they've turned some of that money into something they could snort up their nose, and now they're flat busted broke. And they're probably worse off in many cases than what they were before. You've heard those stories. So it isn't the money, it is the love of money, according to the scriptures, that is the root of all kinds of evil. 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So we see this, of course, in everything that's going on in the church with these televangelists, lots of pastors having lots of dollars and lots of corruption and greed and other things. Many times it's sexual sin that happens, and the church really doesn't look any different than the outside world. And for the outside world, probably not with the church, but with the outside world, it's probably maybe a venture capitalist that has come in, bought up a company because it's go big or go home, right? The whole goal is to sort of flip this company and make a bunch of money. And in the interim, maybe the quality of the product is depleted, maybe staff is reduced. And so just because somebody invests a bunch of money in a company doesn't mean it's always a successful thing, doesn't mean it's always going to turn out well. And we see these things where, in these examples that I gave you, a lottery winner whose life was probably better off when they were struggling to pay the electric bill because they didn't use their resources wisely. And the same with this venture capitalists that come in, and everybody's looking to make a dollar. And sometimes making the dollar makes things worse because the company that you loved or that you started now has been purchased, and it's just not the same. So, what are you doing with the resources that you have? Are you making good decisions with what God has provided for you? Are you making those good decisions based upon what the Lord is asking you to do? Or are you making those decisions based upon how fat your pocketbook gets? Because I know a person, a family who won the lottery, and their lives did change, but they didn't fall off the cliff like many people. I've known people who were millionaires. They didn't fall off the cliff like many people. So I have known people who have a significant amount of money. And I sometimes think that something you have to work for maybe will provide you an opportunity to make a better decision versus somebody who just walks in with a bunch of cash making decisions. It's not their sweat, it's not their equity, it's none of that. But they walk in, make a decision, and it's not necessarily the best. So we should be mindful, knowing as a believer what God says about money. We should be mindful of the resources that God has given us. And before any of those giant, large decisions are made, such as should we allow somebody to come in and maybe make fundamental changes to our company? If you are a believer, I realize to the outside world, they have a different answer, but you could be a believer. And if you're a believer and you're on the precipice of that opportunity, it's something you should probably reconsider. This might not be what God is asking you to do. It might not be. It might not be. Because it is that love of money. And when you start seeing the dollar signs, oftentimes that clouds all of our judgment. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.